Hey guys, what is up? It's your girl here, the one that started it all, and I have here another movie review. This one was also requested by Puneet Chaduary, and they had requested that I watch a movie called Badlupur. Sounds like I'm saying Bad Leopard, but I'm not. Badlupur. City of Revenge. That's what it was roughly translated to. I don't know what it was exactly. I went to Google it to see if there was any translation, and Google gave me that translation. So if Google is wrong, then blame Google because I don't know if that is the case, but apparently Badlapur means City of Revenge. If that is totally wrong, let me know because I want to make sure that I want the right answer. Okay, because if that's wrong, then please give me the right answer because you know what? Because if that's wrong, then that's wrong, and I want to know the correct answer because, you know, if you're going to know the wrong answer, that's going to get you in trouble in the long run. And that's just me. If I'm wrong, let me know and guide me to the correct answer because that's the answer I ended up getting. So I don't know if I'm right, if Google's right or wrong. That's the answer it gave me. So, Bud Lapar is an action crime revenge movie, a neo-noir movie. So, in this movie, it is about a guy named Raghu, Raghu, and he is avenging the deaths of his son and his wife, Robin and Misha. Misha is his name of his wife. Robin is the name of his son. Basically, these two, punks by the name of Laika and Harmon, they end up robbing a bank and trying to escape. They end up carjacking the car that Misha and Robin are in. They're fleeing, they're trying to flee the scene and so forth, and it gets chaotic and things like that. Robin falls out of the car. Misha's trying to get him, but she ends up getting injured too. Harmon jumps out the car and flees. And when the chase is done and over with, Laika is arrested. He is arrested, and unfortunately, Robin and Misha have succumbed to their wounds. Thing of it is, out of panic, Laika had killed them. Now, when Raghu learns of this, he doesn't know who did what. He knows they were killed. He just doesn't know who. So, I hope I'm saying his name, guys. Like Liak, liar, liar, like. Laak. I'm trying to pronounce it as if you're trying to say liar, but getting rid of the R at the end of liar and putting K. Liark. 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 I butchered that name badly. Liark goes to jail. Ragu hears words of this and beats him up because, he hears that he had a partner. Who was the partner? If you didn't kill him, then who's your partner's name? The inspector tells him the partner's name, tells him the partner's name. Now, the thing of it is, he ends up, having word that the ex-girlfriend of Lark, Jahimi, who is a working girl, she's a concubine. So apparently she knows where he is. She refuses to tell him. He's not happy about it. Basically forces her to dance for him and things like that, and ends up assaulting her. He then leaves. He then goes. He sort of exiles himself from Pune, Pune, and lives a recluse's life. In the meantime, like, sounds like I was saying Lak is sentenced to jail, and within the 15 years, he is dying of cancer. Um, Ragu sort of comes back into this when he is told by a social worker by a woman named Sabah, telling him, hey, forgive him. Forgive him. He says no. Um, Basically, he gets word from Like's mother telling her where Harmon is, only because she wants her son to be paroled on good consciousness, something like that. Well, basically, he ends up hearing where Harmon is, who is married to a woman named Coco. And, he goes to the house, invited to lunch, and when he kind of says, oh, I'm here to kill this guy because he took, my family, blah, blah, there's a huge fight that happens between him and Harmon, and then he takes Coco as if to kill her, do something to her, but basically tells her, shh, because basically she says, spare him spare him. In exchange, he says, well, you're going to sleep with me. So he takes her into the bedroom to make it seem like he's about to do that, only tells her, scream, to make him think that I'm doing that to you. So that ends up happening. The Yake, who's out on parole, he's out on parole, and he asks for his share of the money from Hartman. Ragu hears this and gets to the house first and kills both Hartman and the wife. And then he goes to make this dude, he tries to, so he has to make an alibi, and he makes it look like he's in love with the social worker. So he has a strict alibi because, like Harriers, what happened to Herman and his wife, because they disappeared. So he's wondering what the heck is going on. As the story continues, as the story continues, well, Shabbat gets mad at him because apparently, he tells the police that he had sex with her because he got questioned by the police because of the connection that he has with them. She finds out, she gets mad, and then Like and him, because basically Like tells his ex-girlfriend, who's now with another guy, that he's dying, he's near death. And eventually everything leads up to Ragu and Like, golly, I feel like I'm doing such a bad job in pronouncing these names. Dang. Dang. There's a ladder. They end up fighting each other, and he gets knocked out. Like gets knocked out, and when he comes to, Ragu tells him about his plan and so forth, the crimes and everything. And Like kind of comes out and tells him, hey, I killed your family. I killed those two. I shot them both out of panic. But it doesn't matter now. There's this other guy, I can't remember, who's going to blackmail Ragu for some of the money. But Like says no, he goes to the station and takes all the blame for Ragu's crimes, basically giving Ragu scot-free. And where he goes in and he dies with cancer, because feeling that he can redeem himself and just live the rest of his life a new man, because now that's off his shoulders and so forth. Jahimi, the ex-girlfriend, Like, runs into Ragu and tells him, look what you did. What did your crimes do? Because basically, Ragu said that if he kills Layak, he wouldn't feel guilt. He wouldn't feel guilt. He'll feel good about it. No remorse, no nothing. And it shows that the guy who was guilty felt more remorse than the guy who just wanted to take revenge. And he's a guy basically had no humanity. No, nothing. Like, that's what revenge does to a person. It's like a poison, Like a wise woman once said, Aunt May from Spider-Man 3 did say, yes, I am pulling a quote from Spider-Man 3. Do not judge me. It is the only way I can come out and say this. Revenge is like a poison. Once it takes over, pretty soon you eventually get something ugly. In some cases, revenge can be used as a weapon, because eventually when one's revenge is justice for all, you have what you will call a revolution, a rebellion. In some cases, revenge can be justified. But this wasn't really justified. I mean, Ragu basically was like, he threw humanity out the window. He threw remorse out the window. I mean, it's one thing if these guys were like corrupt policemen or corrupted politicians and they've caused more pain than anything else. And if you if you killed the general of that cause, you basically won the war, and therefore justice is good, justice for all. In this case, it really wasn't. I mean, I get it. The guy lost his family. And that's what Jamil says. Look at your actions. Look, you're alone. Look what he did and look what you did. He can now go, although he is behind back in bars, he is now feeling redeemed. He's free. What are you? You are alone. Look at your actions and look at his actions. Your actions, you're out here free, but you are in prison in your own. Look at this. And she drives away, leaving him in the rain. And that's what he is. He's alone. Look where it got him. Look at what his murder and assault and his, inhumane, personality. Look where it got him. And the guy did wrong. Did do wrong, yes. But I mean, he felt like he could have a second chance and redeem himself. He didn't give out anything about Ragu did this and that. He didn't say that. He just took the blame for the crimes. And I think because, I'm going to die anyway. So, you know what? Let me die with peace. Let me die with whatever peace I can have. That way, when I'm near death, I can just die in peace. He had peace. The other guy doesn't. The other guy gets scot-free, and yet you have no peace. If you have no, humanity, you don't have peace. You don't deserve peace. And look at that. What did he gain? Nothing. He's alone. This guy has a mom on the outside who could visit him every day. And yet he's going to die in peace. Yeah, like I said, the guy did wrong. But I mean, look at Ragu. Damn. He just I get where he was coming from, but I'm like, damn. Revenge is like a poison. And in this movie, this was really a poison. He was stopping at nothing. He, sacrificed his principles and morality, just to get revenge. And it's just last time I checked, the best revenge is to move on. But then again, I've never been in that situation before. I get that this is a movie, but that does happen in reality. I've never been in that relationship, I've never experienced that. I've never been in that situation where revenge just clouded your mind to a point where you can only live off revenge. That's what this guy did. For 15 years, he was away from Pun for 15 years, only to come back. When the guy gets, when he's told, hey, forgive him. It wouldn't be a movie if he didn't come back. Like my mom always says, well, without that, it wouldn't be a movie, But, how would I rate this film? I'll give it a 7. I will give it a 7 because the message behind it goes, how far will you go? What is the cost for your hunger for revenge? What are you going to give up? What are you going to sacrifice? And when you do sacrifice and you do get what you want, what are you going to have left? In other words, he didn't have anything left. He doesn't have peace. He doesn't have that. He has to live with that crap just like the other guy has to live with it. But that's what it was. So I'm going to give it a 7. Revenge is like a poison. How much are you going to give up? How much of your humanity were you going to give up? Because this dude was not human in the sense of like, you were okay to do that to that dude's wife. The dude's wife had nothing to do with what he did. You're willing to go after an ex-girlfriend of the guy. She didn't do anything. She knew the location, but she doesn't want to be wrapped up in it. That she was his ex-girlfriend for a reason. Didn't want to be wrapped up with whatever, he was wrapped in. She's already got too much on her plate. You think she wants to have that added to her plate? But, that's just me. But, like I said, I'm going to give it a 7. It was good. It sucks that, Ragu acted, is in some cases, this is a movie where the good guy is actually the bad guy. This movie was not like the movie Taken with Liam Neeson where, yeah, he did bad, but he was only doing bad to the bad people because the people who who were his friends, turns out they're part of the problem. They are part of a system, they are facilitating. Facilitation is participation. You facilitating a system to continue to do hurtful and harmful things. You being a part of a system that allows a system that is hurtful and harmful to people, you are facilitating it. You are making it easier for them. Therefore, you are participating in it. And in Taken, he saw who was facilitating it, and he did, he went after those people to get the information he needed to go after the people they were helping. You guys know what I mean. But then again, every story is different, and I think that's what the story was going after, That's what I thought. That's what I think. That's what I felt. How far would you go with revenge on your back? Going after the people you do wrong, that did wrong to you. How much would you sacrifice? How much morality would you throw out the window? How much of your principles will you sacrifice to get what you want? And what are you going to be left? And Ragu was alone. The other guy who did wrong, he ends up having peace. He ends up feeling like he has redemption. He ends up feeling he has a second chance. This other guy, the good guy, who's the bad guy, technically the bad guy, what is he left? He is alone. He's there alone, questioning what to do next. Because that's what revenge does. It takes and takes and takes. It feeds and feeds and feeds because he fed that beast. And now that the beast no longer can feed off him and it goes off, he's left. He's done. That's just me. That's what I understood from the movie. That's what I got from the movie. So, Panette, thank you for requesting this movie. Like I said, that's what I got from the movie. That's what I understood from the movie. That's what I felt the movie was trying to convey. That's me. This is my opinion. This is my opinion. You don't like it? Okay, fine. But that's just my opinion. If you guys have watched this movie and you have a different opinion, let me know. I would like to know what your opinion is. Maybe we have the same mindset, or perhaps you saw something completely different. And if that's the case, I can watch the movie again and go, I see what they were going for. I see what they're saying now. That's just me. But yeah, hit me up. But yeah, I'll give this movie a 7, and it was good. It was different. Annette, thank you so much for requesting this movie. And I hope you guys will have a wonderful day today, and be safe out there.